So we've got those two, and then this one I'm actually really excited about, but I don't know how the chances of Bama landing him are. I mean, I think they're pretty high, but
let's hear who the young man is.
Preston Carey.
Ooh, Preston Carey.
So 6'5", 300 pounds, IMG Academy, Max Preps All-American, next gen, great football player, future 5-star, number 1 defensive tackle in the state of Florida. He's just a beast.
He's from Bradenton, Florida.
He lives. So he's going to school in Bradenton, originally from Long Island, but living in Bradenton now, obviously, as he goes to IMG. But he loved the quote that came out, the high standard at Alabama. So this seems like a kid that he's got 7 official visits. Bama's one of them. Wants to commit in June, which is smart. For the sake of your season starting up in August, take the summer to make your collegiate decision, then just be a normal kid and enjoy your senior year of high school.
Well, and it says he's going to visit Auburn on June 3rd, Florida on June 6th. He's going to visit Rutgers on June 14th.
Interesting. New York, actually. That's actually not that surprising.
And there's USC on June 20th.
So which one do you worry about the most? Because I worry about Rutgers the most, as crazy as that sounds.
Well, if it's that bad at Rutgers, I'm like, oh, well, go get them.
No, it's not bad at Rutgers, but you have to think, like, does the kid want to be close to home?
I'd worry more about Florida in that case. Because he's from Florida and he likely wants to be there. On the bright side, so he's got good.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Like with the personal situations, like if the family has relocated to Florida, then I would worry about Florida. But if the family is still based out on Long Island, I would worry about Rutgers the most. But if you like a high standard of football, and this kid seems like an incredible workhorse. Kalen doesn't lose a lot of recruiting battles. So I think that's going to be the one thing is that, I mean, this kid's ceiling is very high, and obviously the ceiling in Alabama is known to be high. So that, I think, that's what's going to keep the Tide in it, I think.
Oh, yeah. Just get the family convinced that Alabama's the greatest place on earth, and boom, you got it.
Yeah. Another.
I just hope his family is not like Nico's family. That's what I'm worrying about in that case.
That situation still.
Ugh.
Thank God that happened up there and not, that he just, I don't get it. The other one before we head out, Nick Abrams, so another linebacker, 6'2", 220, from Reisterstown, Maryland.
Nice.
He is down to 4 schools as of April 29th. Bama is in the 4.
Ooh, he's going to be announcing on July 16th.
So, yeah, he's not till July, but originally from Owings Mills, Maryland. I was actually in Owings Mills back in February. But he lives in, or he goes to, because it says Reisterstown. So I don't know if he goes to school in Reisterstown.
McDonough High School.
From Owings Mills. I don't know where McDonough High School is.
Owings Mills, Maryland.
That's in Owings Mills. McDonough's in Owings Mills. So I think he lives in Reisterstown and goes to school in Owings Mills. So it's Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, and Oregon. He has official visits lined up for all 4. He's committing in July. But I feel like I don't know. The most depleted linebacker room, according to 24/7, is Georgia, but I guess Michigan is going the hardest after him. So, especially with the losses that Alabama will be facing at the linebacker position going into 26, I feel like this is a kid, along with the other two linebackers, that you have to have. Could be just me, but
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have him. Honestly, like you gotta have this young man. And it says he's going to visit Michigan on June 6th. Honestly, a whole lot of things can happen between now and June 6th. That's the way I'm looking at it. I don't know, because again, I don't know what's happening with Michigan. I don't think a lot of us do. Like, are they going to be firing Shermer? Like, we know he's going to get suspended, and I suspect he's going to get a 4-game suspension.
no, he's getting 2.
Oh, I know. I know he's getting the 2-game suspension where he can't coach against Central Michigan, Nebraska. But
which is so. I'm sorry to interrupt. Why those 2 games?
I know, right?
Why literally? Why does it have to be? Why can't it be the first 2? Because it's New Mexico and OU.
Yep. Oklahoma's his alma mater. He wants to coach against Oklahoma.
Why do they care? Like, I don't understand. That just. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but that just didn't.
That's okay. But I suspect the NCAA is going to be like, no, you don't get to cherry pick your suspension. We're telling you this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, because if you, I mean, I'll get the Michigan schedule right now. If I could cherry pick, if you tell me, hey, you're suspended 2 games, and I get to pick my suspend, I'll tell you right now what I would pick. Excuse me, please hold. I would. So they've got New Mexico week 1.
Nebraska week 4, Lincoln, and it's probably going to be.
I would honestly, I would probably do week 3, which is home Central Michigan, and probably week 11, I think that is, at Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably the 2 I'm missing, because I'm not going to not coach against New Mexico, come back and coach against Oklahoma, and then that's just weird.
Yeah.
But no, it should be I don't understand why it wasn't the first 2. I don't care about an alma mater or not.
But yeah, back to Abrams bringing that magic, and I don't know what's going to happen, but if he does commit to Alabama on July 16th, expect us to bring you our instant reaction all right here on Alabama the Voice College Football.
I have full trust that maybe if Kalen isn't able to land every single recruit on that big board, he's going to land most of them, and they're going to make an impact, especially defensively, because I like the Carey kid a lot because he's just big, right? Like you can't teach that. You can encourage a kid to get bigger, but ultimately they have to put in the work themselves, and you can't really teach that. He's 6'5". Like, you can't teach size in general, I guess. So I don't know. That's the way I see it.
Ooh, look at him. Oh yeah, he's scared that QB.
Yeah. So but, I mean, if you're already if you're inciting fear, then he's quick too.
Oh, he knocked him down.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't teach the quickness either. But I have full trust that a kid like him could come down here and be successful. But it's not like, and what's keeping me, I guess, positive about him, he's not like geographically located anywhere close to any of his other schools in his top 4.
Yeah.
right? Like it's not like Maryland is in there
No.
or Rutgers
No, because he knows Maryland's a stinking trash heap.
or Virginia Tech or Boston College.
Yeah, I think Virginia Tech's living the good old days in the 2000s. Although Thursday night football at home brings back the good old days for
I'm
Tech.
actually going to. So my dad turned 50 in November,
Oh,
and
happy early birthday to your dad, good buddy.
thank you. So he turned 50 this past November, and we were watching a Virginia Tech Thursday night game, and he's a big Metallica fan, and he sees the Enter Sandman. For what I thought was like the 100th time, no, it was the first.
Huh.
And he looks at me, he goes, Metallica. I said, yeah. My head, like, you've seen this before. Why are you pointing it out now? And he goes, they do that every game? I said, yep. Yep. Yes, they do. Not just like the weeknight. Nope. Every game, 12 o'clock, 7 o'clock, every game. Wow, I had no idea. Really? My dad watches more college football than I do. And I watch a good amount of college football. That's so cool. I'd love to see that. So for his birthday, I said, whenever they play during the week, we'll go down. So the schedule came out. It's a Friday night this year instead of a Thursday night. But they're playing Cal.
Huh.
So I just booked the flight last week down to
Nice.
Flying into Richmond. I tried flying into Roanoke, but it is so expensive.
I think we'll probably see Virginia Tech play a Thursday night game at some point. I'm not entirely
They
sure.
do one weeknight a year. But for this year, because I looked at the schedule, so I use fbschedules.com. I love that site. They don't pay me to tell you this. Love that site. They have a lot of projections for the future years. The TV schedule, which I rely heavily on,
Yeah.
It's really, really great. And they said this will be played Thursday or Friday, and they played it on Friday. It's like, all right, so we'll fly down. We're flying down Thursday morning. So Thursday, Friday, and then coming home Saturday afternoon into Richmond. I wanted Roanoke, but it's like $300 more to fly into Roanoke. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. So I'd rather fly into Richmond. And my dad was like, I'll drive the 3 hours. I'm like, really? Like, he's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Oh man, like a guy like Abrams, like Virginia Tech, would really go back to the good old days with him.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can think of a lot of people that Virginia Tech would benefit from. But one thing that they do have going is that atmosphere. And it's one of the best in the country. Underrated, just because it's not the name, right? Bama will always be a great atmosphere. Me, as much as I don't like him, Michigan will always just have a great atmosphere.